got a lot of weird mail behind that. Yeah, I got a strange letter from a guy in DeQuoin, Illinois or something. It was a page and a half long, and it was about, factory layoffs, people losing their jobs. And perhaps this was something I would want to write about. I guess this guy gets the Sunday Times in DeQuoin, but I should have known what he got out of that review.
He was just replying to a review? He hadn't even read the book?
No, he went out and bought it and was going to write to me as soon as he finished it. No, I keep hoping all my old girlfriends will write to me. I remember them all. I did hear from a guy I knew in high school, whom I haven't seen since, who lives in Seattle, who told me he'd read the Times thing, gone out to Tower Books, and he was going to come down and visit me. I haven't heard from him since either.
How did your friends keep up with you?
Well, some haven't, but most of the old ones and close ones have. And I write a lot of letters. They write to me. They come and visit every so often. Kevin's been up here a couple times. My friend Sam, who I've known since I was 3, has been out here from Massachusetts a couple times. But essentially, I'm, on my own.
Well, do you find your friends...
And none of these people who work for me are really peers, except for one guy who I can just talk to about stuff. And he can even tell me things I didn't know about. I mean, that's nice. Every so often. And Frida comes once a month, at least. I mean, I guess in a way, we're even more dependent on each other than ever, which is sort of awful and great, but pretty inextricable.
How long have you known Frida?
Let's see. 10, 11 years. I had to chase her for about 1.5 years before I finally caught her.
Frida in college must have been so.
I hardly knew her.
Oh, really?
She was just sort of this strange black presence that I saw around. We didn't hang out with the same people at all. Other typical sort of California airhead intellectual type. Beautiful redhead that I was madly in love with for years. Had come out to stay with me in New York, and she brought Frida over to the apartment one afternoon. And she subsequently started fucking my roommate while I was at work. And that whole thing came apart, but I kept in touch. And we talked all the time, went out, but she wouldn't sleep with me. It would ruin our friendship, but I didn't give up. She's pretty miserable at this point in her life. And there's not much I can do about it. You see the picture of that old guy there? That's her dad, who I got to know pretty well. And he had a pretty black, sort of irretrievably black view of the world, which I think he passed on to her. He died on my birthday.
Oh, really?
On this past May 25th, he had a heart attack. I was very fond of him. He was an old commie. We traveled together for a while. When I came out here the last time, he drove out with me. And we went around to see the Grand Canyon and all that stuff. He had real bad arthritis. He was afraid of heights. Once he was out of the car with his cane, I said, "Come on, Aaron, come on."
Look over the edge.
Yeah, we did closer and closer, and he did. I said, "Come on."
Does your brother come through for her at all? Or is he off in his own world?
They just were never close at all, ever. Yeah, there's some parts of her in that book, and different characters, things she said to me. Some of that real bleak stuff.
Yeah, no, you can hear Frida in there a lot. I guess that, maybe that's why so much of that book was so comfortable for me. It's like...
Well, she's the only one who has any understanding of where I am at the moment, who has the slightest penetration into this reality. So it's real important that it's the same in the other direction. So we really are are stuck with each other. Can't do that each other. So if we go, we have to do it at the same time. It just wouldn't be right any other way.
Do you stay in touch with somebody like Gordon Lish? Does he?
Yeah, I write to him.
It's a correspondence kind of thing.
Oh, not really. He's always in a real hurry. And I got pissed at him after that photograph thing. So I didn't write to him for a while. But we started writing again. Well, about literary stuff. Well, another one of his big buddies is Don DeLillo. And I thought his White Noise book was just a fucking brilliant masterpiece. And I wrote Gordon a 2-page letter about it. And he wrote back and told me I was one of the great minds that he... Yeah, I recommend that. I recommend that to everyone.
Yeah, the only DeLillo I've read is he's got a dog in the title. It's like a post-Vietnam character.
About the Hitler home movies?
Hitler fuck movies, yeah.
I enjoyed that. That's one of his... he has sort of 2 levels. Well, actually 3. He's written books under pseudonym, which were, real knockoff, fast things. And then he's written stuff like Ratner's Star, that was, a real ambitious literary work, which is a big mess with some great stuff and some okay stuff, and some bad stuff. It was worth reading. Oh, I liked it. But White Noise doesn't have any mistakes in it. Or at least I didn't find any the first time I read it. I loved it. And I made Frida read it, and she thought it was great. But what's sad is so few people read novels, including most of my friends. They just don't. If I was more concerned about the fate of my work, that would scare the hell out of me. I mean, it's like, the smokestack industries. And you say to yourself, Jesus, you're dead, kid. There's just no interest, there's no room, it's obsolete. But as long as they keep giving me contracts.
Well, is Lish fairly well happy with where you're headed and what you're doing?
He seems to be very enthused. I haven't shown him any of the new book at all. My agent keeps saying, should I say, not yet, not yet, not yet. I didn't tell either of them that I was doing anything.
How did you come up with your agent?
When I was doing all this research and getting ready. Because then they just start pushing me and asking questions. I kept it a secret as long as I could. I finally had to tell. My agent, it's curious. I used to be an agent. And she replaced me in my job. And then went over to another agency where instead of being in a shit position, she was actually a literary agent. And I can't remember how it worked. Which one of us contacted the other. But I guess I gave her newsreels at that point. And we went through, 28 immensely talented but no thank you letters with that. And, she loves everything I do. Which is what your agent is supposed to say,
God love him.
Yeah, she thinks I'm the greatest thing in America. So that's good. She's a nice lady. She's from Philadelphia, too. Had cancer, had a hysterectomy. He's married to some... What the hell does he do? Oh, he works somewhere on Wall Street. He hates it. And the woman who runs the agency, who my dad knows, thinks I'm great, too, so... I'm in solid as far as they're concerned. They haven't made a penny off of me, so...
Well, are you still in a position where if you hit the big time, you're no longer handicapped?
Yeah, I'd have to put down a down payment on this house. Or buy a motor home, or... There are certain things that are legal to do. If that happened, I would buy this house. Or try, buy a piece of it and start making payments. And that way I could maintain my position. No, it's stuff like selling that story for $100 that caused trouble. And if I get a contract for a short story book, another 10 grand or something, that would be trouble.
Well, what's your limit in a year?
Oh, I forget. I've got a lawyer. And that's what he gets paid to worry about.
So at this point, what does the state pick up?
I get about Social Security, welfare, all that. I think I get about $700, $750 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they pay most of the aid salaries. My parents pick up the rest through a trust fund. Plus, they pay for all the equipment.
Well, what's it?
Which is a heavy nut, believe me. All those,
Yeah, what's it cost to?
all those suction catheters and gauze pads and all that stuff.
What's it cost?
If you run for the trades, you know how much all that shit is. Oh, I have no idea, what the monthly nut is for that. Plenty. Plus these respirators, 2 of them, which they won't buy. They keep renting them.
Huh.
And they must have paid for them 3 times by now. But we've stopped pointing that out to them. It's pointless.
How many aids do you have in a day?
There's 3 shifts. Now, a lot of quads who aren't on respirators, most of them, will have maybe 2 shifts a day. Sometimes they have live-in people, but, they can be left alone. The worst thing that happens is if they had a real violent muscle spasm, they might fall out of their chair or end up with their head between the spokes. But if this baby comes off, I can't reach out there and put it back on, so somebody has to be here.
So at that point, it's fish out of water.
24 hours a day. For that reason alone. A lot of times they don't do, nothing. I'm in here popping away at my letters, and they're sitting out there.
So you have a schedule of meals and stuff, and you just...
No, I say, bring me something to eat when I get hungry.
Do you have to stay on a special diet?
No, I take vitamins. I have a decubitus. I should eat more protein. Believe it or not, Skylar, I stopped eating meat.
You're a veg quad?
That's right, because...
Or is it a quad veg?
For one reason and one reason only, because of a movie I saw where they showed you how they make the meat. And it was so horrible and so disgusting. But I said, I just really don't want any part of this at all. I will never eat veal again. I'll probably lapse, but I will definitely never eat a piece of veal ever again. Hey, every time I went to an Italian restaurant, I had the piccata. I loved it. It was great, but no more. Well, maybe they should have just brought me the veal piccata sauce on a big piece of bread. I probably would have enjoyed it as much, yeah. So now I have to eat a lot of beans and stuff like that, which I fortunately like, so it's no problem. No, actually, I've been remarkably free of all the shit that's supposed to happen to you. I had a kidney infection last month, 104 temperature.
That must have been hallucinogenic.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting for a couple of days. I went down on a Sunday and came to Wednesday. Where have I been? It was like some drunken binge. And you wake up in the hotel room and it's 3 days later. But I haven't had pneumonia, which I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I would think that would be it.
No, I have no lung problems at all.
Well, can you show me how this
This
works? Is that tough to...
When you gotta... I'll get this guy to set it up. You want to fire this up, Paul?
Okay.
Bring that mouthpiece over. No, they're in the other box. Yeah, that one. CPM goes in first. No. Yeah, that's it.
This mouthpiece is on my desk right here.
No, nobody likes it.
See?
Ken kept promising to fix it, but he never did.
It needs a new clamp that's more rounded.
Yeah. Or at least a V. I don't know who designed that. Okay.
Take this one out.
Yeah, put the word star in there. And stick that blank one on the other side. Can you mix more tea for me?
Yeah. Hot?
Yeah. Winter has begun. Well, you only forgot one important thing. You gotta hook that thing up there. And you could bring me my, oh, I can do this without my glasses, that's all right. That small type is pretty blurred.
You're okay.
No, it's still not working. See if that jack is pushed in all the way. Or if that, is there a kink in it maybe? No, that. There we go. That little scanner deal costs, I don't know, like $2,000.
This thing?
Well, how many are they going to sell in a year, you know? So that thing's almost full. All those little things are chip pieces of the new book. Let's see.
How's this working? How's this working? Like, you're stopping it on the line and
Okay.
as it scans down.
Yeah. Children love this. I write their name for them and then make it disappear. They get a big kick out of that. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much the standard keyboard. Now you can program things into this. I don't use that probably as much as I could. Now that's one of the program lines. Now here's a rather long name of a character, which I don't have to type. I can just do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Common words like the, and, whoops. Now I could program in a lot more, but I don't, because it's a lot of times it's just simply just to type. The tab indent is set. The line spacing I always have to do for some reason, I don't know why. Leave that menu up there, I don't know. I guess just because I'm used to seeing it, and it would seem large and blank without it. But yeah, you stop it on the line, and then hit your letter if it's in the first. You just go twice, and it's supposedly laid out so that the most common letters are over to the left, and up there's E right first. So they're the easiest to get to. I mean, it's really a pretty neat little thing.
Sucking and blowing, basically. It's all sucking.
No, just blow. It's a pneumatic switch, that little black thing down on the floor. It's a good few hundred, that's where it all happens, yeah. And it takes, I mean, nothing.
It's a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you can see the
So you know, the other thing that's happening that I wasn't...
scan rate is adjustable. I've got it.
Oh, so it could even go even faster.
I've got it on 9. I could go faster, yeah. But I'm comfortable with this, so I just leave it there. It's still screwing up on me, though. Now, instead of saying bad sector when it feels like it, because those discs were all dirty and fucked up and so on, it says RO when it feels like it. And you never know when it's going to do it, and every so often it does, and you have to do it all over again. And when you're working at the speed, that is really...
nerve-wracking.
But I always do, so I don't forget.
You save as you go along.
Yeah, I've started doing that, but it'll do RO when you tell it to say. So you don't really gain anything that way.
I guess the other thing I didn't quite realize is that your attention's all over here rather than on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't look over there. Sometimes if I feel like fooling around, I'll try and look away and time it if I can hit the letters. I can usually get the ones that are close all the way to the left. It's a little more difficult to get the ones, whoops. Shut up. Our handy escape key. The other annoying thing is, in order to unlock it, you have to turn it off. And then on again.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if I'm editing through something, I'm going to hit Control. Whoops. See, it's easy to screw up. Okay. Okay, then you're locked into that. And you can move up and down and, like, if I wanted to go, let's say 8 words back, I should have a text up there about 8A. Well, you can hear it clicking away. That takes me 8 words back. So that way I don't have to keep punching Control. It's all locked in and I can zip around and up and down, but in order to get it out of lock,
You have to go on and on,
and sometimes it just turns off.
erasing everything.
And the 8 has to, no, the 8 has to just come in and,
Oh, I see. I'll turn the power on. Apparently.
yeah, power on, off again, so it'll start scanning.
Oh, I see. Huh.
But actually, it's not, I'm perfectly satisfied with that. It's that.
What's this thing?
That's what I would smash if my hands worked. Oh, that thing would have been in pieces months ago. And I keep a little picture of my typewriter up there,
Your red.
just for old time's sake. That had all those Chinese fortunes taped on the front. And the printer is horribly noisy.
Oh, is that one of those real shrieky?
A dot matrix. Yeah.
So, should I pull this stuff out?
Down below to the left. Now under the counter there's a power switch. Yeah, you see where the orange thing?
Yeah. You shut it off with the stuff in it?
Oh, is that bad? Yeah, they say you're not supposed to leave them in there overnight.
Yeah, I'm still.
I've done that a couple of times. Oh my God. Well, yeah, that's what this repair guy told.
Yeah, it's.
That just a speck of dust can screw these things up.
Well,
And I was leaving these things just all over the place, and people were in here smoking and all this stuff. So.